Okay, we are now on our sixth video. This is the Geonim. Now, the Geonim are about the time period of what we would say today is the year 700 to about the year 1000. The Geonim, okay, a Gaon literally means a genius. These were the scholars, the rabbis that led the people in Bavel after the Gemara finished. When the Gemara finished writing, so there's the time period, there was a small time period called the Savarayim. We don't know much about them, but after the Savarayim, this is about the year 700, there are, every leader of Bavel is called the Gaon, and they're really the leaders of the entire Jewish people, because the main center of Jewish learning and where Jews lived was in Bavel, was in Iraq at this time, and the leaders were the Geonim. Okay, now, at the same time, Jews start moving out of Bavel. They can't really live in Eretz Yisrael because the Romans and the people that are controlling Eretz Yisrael at this time, starting to become Arabs, won't let the Jews live there in mass. So what they start to do now is they start to move all the way across the world. A lot go to North Africa. Some of us in the room are descendants of those. If you're Moroccan or you're Tunisian, you're a descendant of or Egyptian or Libyan, you're a descendant of these Jews that moved from Bavel out to North Africa. A lot of people stayed in Bavel. A lot of people also started moving out to Europe, to Spain and to Germany, and to and not so much to Poland yet, but to Spain and Germany and France. And some of you, if you're French, if you're Spanish Jews, so it could be that you descend all the way back to these Jews that started living out there. Now, the Jewish communities weren't so developed at this time in those areas. Okay, they weren't so developed. So they start writing, if they have Jewish questions and questions about what they should do, they write back to the Gaon, who was the head, the Geonim who lived in Bavel, and they write back to him. He would write back to them answers to their questions. And we have this new form called a shoot. A shoot stands for Shaila V'Tshuva. Okay, I want you to remember that, Shaila V'Tshuva, and we have them written until today, this form of learning of where somebody writes a rabbi a question, and then he writes back an answer, and he explains the answer. We study those tshuvos, those shilos and tshuvos, these shutim we study, and that's how the Geonim spread their Torah knowledge through North Africa and through Europe, and that's how they became the masters of all world Jewry, and this is the first time that we find that Jews are really living all over the world. Okay, we'll stop here, and you can answer your questions.